Hey there guys, welcome back to Stardew Valley. It's the 6th of August today. It's a stormy day, so we should be getting a few battery packs in tomorrow. And I have a few unconventional things that I've decided I want to do today. For one, I'm desperate. I've decided that I'm desperate to get my hands on a brown cow. Because we don't have one of those, and I'll explain why I want one so badly. I like to have a lot of variety on the farm, and as you may or may not know, you can get both brown cows and white cows, and brown chickens and white chickens. The problem with white chickens is that they produce white eggs which take up extra inventory slots. But on the other hand, white cows and brown cows both... Let's see what this is. Gus wants the lobster, okay. White cows and brown cows both produce normal milk, so there's not really any downside to having a nice bit of both. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go down to Marnie's and buy myself another cow, which I can easily afford. So I'm going to get one of those. I've already got a lobster. Okay, well that's pretty simple then. There was something else I was looking for. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, stone. I need stone. I'd also like to upgrade this coop to the final stage, so we'll get 595, that should be more than enough of that. Okay. Alright, so the downside is that Marnie's and Robin's are pretty much on opposite sides of the map, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle to make it through to both of them. I'm going to go to Marnie's first, just because I guess I'm closer to it. I don't know, I just found myself going towards Marnie's. So I'll go to Marnie's first, hopefully she'll be working today. She might actually not be, because it is a Saturday, and she is very lazy. Oh, she is, okay, I stand corrected. Purchase animals, dairy cow. The dairy cow can go into the barn. We will call the cow Maisie. Alright, so let's hope that's a brown cow. I don't think I'm going to buy two. She says wipe your feet, okay. Supply shop, I could sell some goat's milk, I could sell some cow's milk. I could buy some hay. I'm not going to do any of that stuff though. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her a pomegranate. Already given her 2 gifts. Okay, you can have it instead. Cool. Sometimes I look for crawdads in the river. Crawdads in the river. Don't tell Aunt Marnie, but I fed one to a cow once. Am I really ignorant? Because I don't know what a crawdad is. I honestly don't know. Alright, so in terms of this episode in general, what I want to achieve is, it's a rainy day today. As far as I'm aware, that means we might be able to get a walleye tonight from fishing, which means we might be able to finish up the fishing bundle. Unless I'm completely misremembering how to actually get one of those things, in which case, we're definitely not going to be able to do that. But I'm hoping that will work, so that is my plan for now. Until proven otherwise, that is my plan. Apart from that, I wouldn't mind doing just a bit of farm work in general. It's always good to be doing a bit of that. Let's run into here. Oh no, you're soaked. Am I? Okay, so... Deluxe coop, crap. Okay, I might have to... I don't want to risk her closing, so I'm going to actually buy the remaining wood that I need. So 16 bits of wood. 160 gold, that's basically nothing, so that's fine. I bought one too many, whoops, that's fine. Construct farm buildings. Deluxe coop upgrade. Okay, and once this is done, we're going to be able to start really piling in the rabbits, which should take up a lot of our money, but it'll be worth it once we get a bunch of rabbit's feet. That will enable us to basically befriend everyone in town extremely quickly. Should we buy a window? Yeah, let's buy a window. Let's buy a window. Stump brazier recipe, we might as well get that. Dark bookcase. That could be interesting. Blueberries. It's kind of boring. I might get a dark bookcase, that sounds quite interesting. I'll sell that wood back. And I think that should be fine. Do I have any gifts for these people? I have amethysts, that's better than nothing. I guess I'm maxed out with Robin, so it's only really Demetrius that I need to worry about here, but I'm not really worried about him. Linus still on 9 hearts with him. I can actually go and give Linus a gift right now, because there will be some coconuts waiting up in the chest by the mines. I do remember that. So I'm going to go do that now. I'm also going to give the dwarf a gift while I'm here. as I've just noticed how low my energy is. I did do a lot of wood chopping this morning, which is the main explanation for that. There might actually be some food in here. No, I was hoping for a meal, so that's not really good enough to me. Could eat a miner's treat or something, but probably not going to bother. Alright, so I'm going to give the dwarf an amethyst. Like so. Say hi to him too, and I'm pretty tempted to buy a whole bunch of cherry bombs, but I guess I'll save that for another time when I actually have space in my inventory, because I really don't right now, so I want to kind of hang on to that room. Hang on to the stuff I already have on me. So I'm definitely not going to be going to the desert today, it's too late anyway, but I guess there's a slim chance I could go tomorrow. I'll give Abigail an amethyst too. No, already given her 2 gifts. Okay, fair enough. But at least say hi to her. The valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? Yeah? Sure. Alright, so coconut for Linus. Alright, so I think we should be up to 10 hearts with him now. No, not quite. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Definitely going to be very close. And it's 5 PM, so most people are going to be pretty much done with whatever they do now, so all the shops are going to be closed. I can't actually give out too many gifts, just because it is, I think Sunday is when the gifting resets for the week, so not too much to be doing here. Could pick up some blueberries. Yeah, let's pick up some, oh, blackberries. Let's pick up some blackberries, and I think that's the main thing for today, actually. There's not really too much important to be doing. I don't have gifts for anyone. I do have a lobster for Gus, so I'll go give him that. There he is. Alright, so, lobster. Should be an easy 800 gold from this, and I think it might also make him happy. No, it doesn't say. I would have thought it would, though. Something smells like fresh lobster. Oh, that's good. Take care, friend. There's nothing like a glass of dry red wine on a day like this, huh? I don't know. 500 gold? I thought it was 800. That kind of actually sucks. Alright. But one thing I can do with the rest of the day, well, 2 options actually. Let's say hi to all you guys, since you're here. I guess it is actually technically night now, so I might do a little bit of fishing just to try and get my hands on one of those walleyes. And while I'm here, I'll also look for a little bit of food. See what this is. Boring. I'll drop that in there. There's a bit of honey there. There's another lobster, but I can't actually eat it. Gold star hops are actually not too bad. 81 energy from that. That's not bad at all. So I'm gonna eat some of that, and after that I think we should be ready to do a little bit of fishing. Yeah, should be ready for that. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing, and probably once I've got a walleye, I'm going to probably move on to fishing for squid so that I can cook myself a calamari, which is gonna be one more thing to tick off the list of items to cook. Because we are trying to get the Master Chef achievement at some point, and fried calamari can be kind of awkward to do just because it does involve catching a squid, which is not always the easiest thing. Alright, so I'm going to do some fishing now, and I'll catch up with you guys once I'm done. Please, 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 please. Yes, just about made it, just about made it. Alright, so I got 3 walleyes, a lot of eels, and some other stuff. Unfortunately, there was no sign of any squids tonight. Maybe they don't appear when it rains, I'm not actually sure. But we have now finished the night fishing bundle. Let's see what we get as a reward. And that's the whole fish tank finished off, so that's pretty great. A small glow ring. You know what? I don't even want it. I think that's the first time I've ever just thrown away my reward, but I don't have space for that right now. I'm just about to pass out. When we're done here, we'll return to the other world. There's another world? That's new to me. Okay, so the fish tank is complete. It looks quite nice. Unfortunately, we're about to pass out before we can witness whatever nice things are about to happen here. So the junimos are removing the glittering boulder. I'm not entirely sure what that does. I think we get like a tool because of that or something. It'd be cool if it unlocked a new area, I think. I think that'd be a lot cooler. But yeah, here we are, back in bed. It's Sunday the 7th. So let's see what today is going to be like. The Queen of Sauce is on, so that's always good. Fruit salad. Here's a healthy and delicious treat to brighten up your day. The most important thing to remember is that you need ripe fruit. Forget the bland stuff they sell at the supermarket. I'm talking fresh picked, juicy, bursting with flavor fruit. Okay, now watch closely. You learned how to cook fruit salad. Cool. Okay, so that's a new one. Spirits are in good humor today. Okay, so a desert trip might be on the cards. I think it would be pretty useful to go there at some point. Looks like we can cook a whole lot of stuff. Let's see. Fruit salad is something I'm pretty interested in. Fried eel. I can do that without too much trouble. I have 4 eels on me right now. Alright, so let's have a little look for our new recipe. Fruit salad. Farmer's lunch, that's not it. Fruit salad. Okay, we need a blueberry, a melon, and an apricot. And apart from that... yeah, blueberry, a melon, and an apricot. Okay, so melons are pretty valuable. So not ideal to be using up melons. But apart from that, nothing too terrible. Let's see what the mail is. Probably us getting billed. Yep. Okay, that's not too surprising. And that was the only mail. Okay, that kinda sucks. Alright, so one thing I've not done is check on the coop. I think we should have a new dinosaur hatchling. If not now, then very soon. No, still no dinosaur. Okay, that's been taking some time. Alright, in that case... ooh, there she is! The new brown cow. It is a brown cow. I forgot to check that, but yeah. Great, okay, so we got a bit more diversity in the farm now. That's nice. I'll be able to recognize my cows by who they are. My original plan was just to wait until everyone gets pregnant and just let it happen through that, but I don't really want to wait for that. It's I have a friend who played this game quite extensively. I think he got through about 3 years and he didn't have a single one of his animals get pregnant ever. So I know we've had our sheep give birth in the past, but I feel like it's pretty unreliable to try and wait on stuff like that to happen, so I've decided to just go ahead and buy another cow. Alright, so I have a few little bits and bobs and things. Bits and bobs? I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. Alright, so I have a few things I can do around here just to pass the time until possibly we go to the desert. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit of farm chores and I'll catch up with you guys once that's all done. Okay, so after trying and failing to spend most of the day looking for Penny, I decided not to go to the desert. And now I've come over to the mines, and it looks like there's some kind of event going on with Abigail. A lava bat comes out. Oh. See, if those were real lava bats, she would be dead by now, and that's not how I came in, but okay. This must be quite a high heart event. Sniff, what happened? Are you okay? No, I'm alright. That was a lucky escape for her, I would say. You know, I've been practicing my swordsmanship for a while. Well, I decided today would be the day that I adventure into the caves. But I got scared. I couldn't do it. I guess I'm not as tough as I thought. You're crying like a little baby, stop. You're safe with me. I probably should be a bit more of a douche to her, considering... Oh, this is even more awkward. Considering that it's Penny that I want to stay with. Noro, I really like you, and not just as a friend, you know that, right? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I can't keep it in anymore. I felt this way for a long time. You don't have to say anything right now, let's just stay here for a while. Okay, well, I guess we enjoyed that. Right, so got some fish here which we might as well take out while we're here. Might as well take all this out too. And... cave carrots? Yeah, let's take the cave carrots. Alright, so the main reason I came here was to see what happens with the removed boulder, as it looks like we do get an event for that. Looks like Willie's just there. Hi, Noro. It's odd, I'm not sure what caused this boulder to disappear. This stream is flowing from deep within the mountain. Hey, do you see that glistening in the water? Yes, that's quality ore. The flow of the water must be carrying it out of the mountain. You know what this means, right? It means we can start panning for ore. You know what else is cool about the mountain on this game, or would have been cool, is apparently the area that gets unlocked after, like, at the start of summer in first year, where you see the trains and stuff. Apparently that was originally designed to be like a proper mountain area, where you could go all the way up to the peak. So I'm really hoping that will be added back in at some point, but yeah, that's, by the by. Here, I've got an extra pan in my backpack, why don't you take it? If you ever see ore glistening in the water, use that pan and see what you find. Great, okay. Cool. Can we try it now? No? I can see a little bit of glistening down there, let's give it a go. Right, so copper pan. This is yet another tool to worry about filling up my inventory slots. I think... let's just try this. Did it work? Yes, got a gold ore, just one though. I don't even know if that's worth the time. It just seems like a bit of a faff. The sun is coming out less and less these days, wonderful. Right, okay, so there's a couple of hours left of the day. It's not much. But it might be just enough to achieve something. I have managed to plant a lot of melons in the greenhouse, which is some progress. Pick up this pine tar. And I guess I do have room for these honeys, so I'll get those too. Do I have any... I don't have any wood left, but not too long now, in not too much time, the fairy roses are going to be done growing. And when that does happen, we're going to really want a lot of bee houses prepared for that. So that's something to look forward to. Alright, so let's drop off some stuff in the fridge here. The corn. That can't go in, I guess it goes into this other one. Corn goes into here. Nope. Guess it was the other one. Yep. 34 silver star corns there. Okay, so we can definitely make a little bit more oil with those. Shouldn't be too difficult. I also have these bits of furniture that I need to drop off at some point. That's the wrong one. So I could drop off my bookcase, at least. I'll put that... put it there where the dog currently is. I don't think I want to put it there though, because that's a good place for chests. Put one in front of the fireplace. Completely a terrible decision, but I don't really have many other places to put it right now. And I'll put another one... Yeah, this is another reason to get a house upgrade. That's something I'm gonna work on getting in a pretty near episode, I think. Didn't manage to find Penny all day. It's definitely too late now, I think. So, just gonna have to give up on that. It should be okay though. We should be able to find her tomorrow without too much trouble. And we do still have the rest of the week to give her 2 more gifts. Although it would have been nice to see her today just to get those extra 20 points just from talking to her. My plan, if you're not aware, if you didn't watch the last episode, my plan is, well, my hope is that we'll be able to get to 10 hearts with her by the 100th episode. And I believe this is episode 97, so there's really not too much time left now. Right, I think that's everything. 12:50. Just enough time to pick up all of this honey. And I might also be able to... if I have an egg left over somewhere, which I don't think I do, not on me at least, I do now have a second incubator available to me, so that's pretty tempting to use that. Right, I'll sell the wild honey, I'll keep the rest of this stuff, drop it all off in here, so I'll drop off the vegetables in there, drop off the fish in here, and I think that's going to be about it. Okay, so, I do also have cave carrots to put in here, and... oh, I forgot about the sunfish. I do have just enough time to go and put those away. Right, sunfish go in there, and that's going to be it. Okay, cool. Alright, so, not a bad day. I think the main achievement of that day was probably actually setting up the greenhouse, so that we're going to have a bunch of melons coming in fairly soon. Really nice amount of money coming in there. 14k from the starfruit wine, 9k from the pale ale, basically 10k, 2,500 from the truffle oil, an okay amount from the wild honey, duck mayonnaise, nice amount from that too. Alright, so once again, absolutely drowning in money right now. So definitely going to be tempting to get a house upgrade fairly soon. As, wow, those bookcases do not look... they do not fit in at all. It's the 8th, there's not going to be anything particularly significant going on until Jodie's birthday. Fortune teller, the spirits are mildly perturbed today. Okay, so that makes it a bit of a mystery what we're going to do. Wow, our first batch of cranberries is ready, so... and not to mention a big bunch of ancient fruits too, so that's going to be a lot of money coming in there. Alright, so that's great news. Yeah, going to be another productive episode next episode. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do next, but there are quite a few things we can do. We can work towards completing the Enchanter's Bundle. That's pretty simple, we just need to drop off some wine. We can also go back to the desert, try and get another quality iridium sprinkler. Also harvest all of these things, go give some more gifts out to Penny, and let's see what this is. Huh. I think that we might have reached 10 hearts with Abigail. Yes, that's what that means. Okay. Alright, well it's Penny that we want to marry. So, wow, okay, it looks like we're getting there. We're really getting there with the relationship thing. Won't be too long now. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time for whatever we end up doing.